Good evening and welcome to tonight's live video. Unfortunately, I had to relink because as per normal, the software is not working like it should be. So welcome to tonight's live. Thank you so much for your time if you do watch my videos and you implement. So tonight we'll be discussing the 3 reasons why you might actually be sending your customers all to your competitors. And you're not even aware of how many customers you could possibly be getting if you just did things a little bit differently. So just remember to watch the video all the way to the end so you can actually find out the 3 ways, 3 different things you can do to really attract them and stop sending customers to your competitors because they're going somewhere. They're not necessarily going to competitors because they might not be ready to buy, but if they're not buying from you, they're buying from someone because they have a need that needs to be fulfilled. Just a way as induction, I'm Ilse Whiteman, the cleaning coach, and I'm the creator of the customer magnet system, customer journey system, where you, from the first sales call, you literally take your customer through a journey to make them super loyal, raving fans, so they pay you and appreciate you what you're worth. So remember, if you've got any questions at any time, remember to leave them as a comment below, now live during as I go through this, or even afterwards. And even if you watch this as a replay, remember to hashtag replay. So and I will always come back to all comments. So let's dig in. So the first way that basically you're sending customers away is lack of personality. The lack or the fear of being yourself or being judged on what people will think of you. So imagine this scenario. You basically, I'm a customer and I am looking for a cleaning business. I need somebody to come and clean for me. So I necessarily not have ever had a cleaner or a cleaning service, or I might have had a cleaner or a cleaning service that I used in the past. So it's basically, so I now go to Google and I go to Facebook and I search cleaning services in my area. So then obviously all these cleaning businesses are going to come up. The first 3 in Google, you know for a fact they are adverts. They are people that are paying to rank top of Google. So when you first start your cleaning business, and even if you're small, the possibility of you being the top 3 is not going to be that great unless you spend a lot of money on being on that top 3. So, but they are going to go through all of the Facebook pages they find in that area. They're going to go through the Google sort of adverts and go into each one and then have a little look to see if there's something, if that's you're the company for them. Hi, Lisa. So we're just going to do the link to another group page is taking key people page for somewhere called Ken. I'll just let you know. Oh, okay, I'll have a look into that, Lisa. Thank you for letting me know. So basically, if you lack the personality and if you lack to get customers to actually respond to your copy and your personality, then you will be driving them away. But you have to remember that friends do business with friends. You're not necessarily, unless you do commercial, that's when you actually, that's when it's business to business. But if you want domestic customers, you have to inject your personality. If you're a loving, fun-going person, then you need to portray that. You need to say that to your customers. Hey, this is me. I'm happy, I'm fun. They will trust you more. So you need to make it a little bit more personal than we do this cleaning and we're this service and, call us because of this. We're so good. So inject personality in there. And share your mission statement. Don't be afraid to upload a video and saying, this is my business. I'm so proud of it. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And just to share that personality and make that emotional bond. You have to remember, when you look for, to go and buy a drill, say for instance, and you want to put a shelf up, you don't buy the drill because you need a drill. You buy the drill because you want to make holes in a wall that will then hold a shelf and you will then display your beautiful family pictures, right? So it's not about you're selling cleaning services. You're selling way more than just a cleaning service, because it's not just, you just don't just go and clean. You sell way more, and it means so much more to customers than just cleaning service. So you need to get that over. Get your personality in there and stand out. From that 5 pages, if I go on your page and you inject personality in there, and you connect with me with feelings and actually get to the point where you solve my problem. Because my problem is not I need a cleaning service. My problem is I am fed up with doing the cleaning. I hate cleaning. I just want my friends to pop around unannounced and without having to worry about it. That stress that every single mum or dad have out there about the cleaning and about their house. And that is why it's important that you stand out and inject personality in there. Remember, even Coke. When you buy a drink of Coke, look at Coke adverts. They don't sell Coke. They sell the feeling that Coke creates when you drink Coke. So you have to get that feeling across and connect with them emotionally. That is how you're going to stand out. And that is how you're going to stop that customer that's come onto your Facebook page. Say, for instance, there's 10 a day. I mean, you don't even know if there's 10 a day going to your Facebook page. But can you afford not to connect with them, to let them then go to your competitor's page where they might feel welcomed, or they might feel, oh, well, hang on a minute, they solved my problem. They've just hit the nail on the head. So remember to inject that personality. Remember, if you've got any questions in the meantime, please feel free to ask. I will definitely answer them after we've gone through. So the second reason is basically it sort of links into the first one, which is being the same old. Same old, same old, same old, a little bit boring. You have to do everything differently, and you have to stand out. And once again, there's that 5-page principle, which I always talk about. And it's about, when you spread your seeds constantly, if there's, say for instance, there's 1 million people like living in your area, just say for instance. So how many of those people know that you exist? How many of those people know that you offer a cleaning service, that you're really good at cleaning service, that you're awesome at customer service, and your customers are really, really happy with you? How many of those people know about you and what you do and how you can solve their problem? That is what you've got to think about. So you're spreading your seed, and then imagine that 1 million people then wanting cleaning services. And how are you going to stand out for them to go, oh, I can't afford not to use her. I can't afford not to use them. So once again, it's standing out, doing things a little bit different so they can see who you are, what you're about, and why you can solve their problems, and why you're the person that can actually do that for them without the hassle, without them fearing, what if they let me down? What if the services are bad? What if they don't like my dog? What about all these fears they might have? You need to cover that with your personality and standing out and being different from other people, whether it's you use it like in Facebook posts that you sort of update, and whether you use it in your marketing, your advertising, even when you get staff, you will stand out and you'll be recognized for that greatly by customers responding to you. So you will have to worry about 50% less about customers going to your competitors. Only because some customers might be looking but might not quite be ready to actually have a cleaning service. Some of them go on there and think, okay, right, I really need one, and then something else happened, and then the dinner burned or something, and then they had to rush off. Then they forgot about it, and then a week later they look again. So things happen. They're not always 100% ready to buy, but when they do look, if you inject personality and you're not the same as everybody else, they will remember you when they then search when they're ready. So standing out is so important, and doing things different, and try random things. And don't be afraid of getting things wrong. If you put it on your page and you think, oh, what do everybody think of me? Oh, I don't know if that's right. You know what? You're going to delete it later if it's really that bad. But you're the only person that judges yourself. So just go and try a few different posts. Engage with your customers on your Facebook page, with your current customers. Ask them, like, what are your fears? And what did we solve for you? What's, 3 things or benefits you would say my company is offering you? Find these things out, because that is how you're going to connect with more of your ideal customers as well. The ones that's not willing to, that just want, you to come and clean and pay for like an hour's worth of like maybe £5 an hour. That's the customers you don't want. So when you connect with that emotional feeling, customers that just buy on price and just want a very cheap service, they're not going to be interested. Hi, Vicky. So then the third very, very important reason that you might be sending them away, and like I say, all three of these kind of interact, and that is the content you put out there. What words you say on a consistent basis. And once again, it's not buy from us, call us, buy from us, call us. Because if you say that you're not giving them a reason to really call you, because you're just saying, we do office cleaning, call us. But everybody says that, right? Once again, if you get that right and you ask your customers and you get that true connection that you can make about the stress points and the fears that they have, what is stopping them from actually getting that cleaning service, from actually going ahead and calling you and getting you, there's a sort of a bridge that you need to get across. And most customers that come into your business come in as a cold customer. So customers have to be taken through a process, what's cold, warm, and then hot. So most customers that's never heard of you are going to be completely cold. They don't know who you are or what you do really. So they're going to have to do some research into that. And that's where, if you get your personality and your copy and you are different from anybody else, that's where you stand out and make that scenario where it's cold, warm, and hot. You make the transition so much quicker. And of course, they will remember you when they are ready, because they might not be. Remember that. So if you get those three things right, you get your copy right, and then try different types. I say copy is the word you use. Try different types. If you do put a post out, or you put a contents out or something like that, start with one of their pain points, or start it with one of their fears. Do you dread your cleaning company coming to break your items, or not to turn up, or clean, really badly? Try different posts and with your content, and remember that content will always be on there. So if a potential customer comes on and see that, they're like, well, hang on a minute, I struggle with that. Well, hang on a minute. Yeah, well, she's the only one that's mentioned it out of all of these other pages I looked at. And that's how you start building, we add value, and you start building that relationship to get them one step closer to actually buying from you. And then you can stop worrying so much about all those customers going to your competitors' pages. I mean, you can have a look at your competitors' pages and see what they do and see what they don't do, but don't be the same old. Don't try to copy them in a certain sense, because you know what, they're doing something for a reason, but they might still be trial and error and testing out. They might not even know what they're completely doing. So just try different things and see what the result is, and keep trying until you can actually see the difference. You see the customers coming in more. But remember, spreading your seeds to get those customers to come to your page in the first place is also very important. And remember, at any point, if you want more customers, I've got my cleaning business roadmap, which is sort of proven ways to get customers into your business. So if you have any questions, remember to comment. I know there was one already. That was from Randy, and he says, my biggest problem is have customers that stay for years and years and they don't want to increase their price. Right, now that is a problem a lot of cleaning business owners struggle, especially when you're small. But you have got to remember that at the end of the day, the best way to actually increase your price is not to say to all your customers, bam, I'm now from £10 an hour charging 15, because they're all going to go, oh. When like I get my car insurance renewal in, and I know for a fact the renewal will come in £100 more, way more expensive, and I will call them every year and say, what are you doing? I'm not accepting that. So you can't expect them to go, oh yay, I've now got to spend more money for something that I'm already getting for that price, right? So the best way of actually doing that is to column your customers. So you get column A, column B, and column C. So once you have a few customers, you then transition, well, your next load well, say your first customers in column A on a certain price. Let's just say, for instance, £10 an hour. So your column B customers, you have 10 column A, and then once people start really liking you, and you can see, well, actually they really, they like my service, they know my cleaning is good, then you can start putting your price up to your column B customers. Not much higher, just higher. Because they're new customers, they'll accept your price much easier as well. And then once you have them on that price, then you wait for 10 customers, then you go to column C where you put your price up again, because now you've got column A and column B. Column A lowest, column B in the middle price, and then column C higher price, because these two columns are very, very happy with your cleaning services already. They're giving you testimonials, they're giving you referrals. Then you have your column C, which is higher, right? So then you take column A and put them into column B, and column B into column C. And you literally, obviously you don't have any more. It's sort of like the 3-column transition. If column A people are saying, well, I'm not going to pay the middle price, which is probably like a couple of quid more, you say, bye. Go and find somebody that will do it for cheaper. Why? Because you already have customers in your column C paying top dollar and knowing what you're worth and willing to pay you for that. So the money that you are actually you're going to earn so much more with less customers in column C, so you don't have to worry about column A. Now, I know there's a problem with some people being very attached to column A customers because it's your first customers and they help you and they probably referred you a lot and you love them and you've got that personal connection with them, but you're running a business and they don't bring in the money, because if they're in column A, I can probably assure you when you start taking on staff, the column A customers are not the ones that's going to help you. You're going to lose money because you can't take on staff at low wages to try to fit them in. And also, if you have staff being paid, say for instance, £8 an hour because the first column's on £10 an hour, you're going to struggle. You're hardly going to make any money. So you're better off bringing the staff in on column B and column C customers. And if they really don't want to transition, you don't give them a choice. You just say, look, we're expanding. We're taking on staff. Petrol, bread, food, everything goes up every day. Why can't your prices? Stop thinking of yourself as somebody that they can just demand to. It's your business. You decide the price. And you're the one that has to do the hard work. And don't you deserve to earn enough money to actually start taking on employees and grow your business and then get that freedom that you deserve to be, as I call it, scrub free, so you don't have to clean anymore. But if you let them hold you back, then you're always going to be there and you're always going to be stuck with that column A customers. And you might start basically neglecting them a little bit because you can be earning £20 an hour with your column C customers. So you just have to say bye. And I know that's hard. I know it sounds easier. But you know what? They are just a customer at the end of the day. And if they found another cleaning company that's cheaper than you, how quickly do you think they're going to swap? Just like that. Because it's business. Don't take it personal. It's business. You might have a personal relationship with them, but it's still business at the end of the day. So don't feel bad with wanting to grow your business and wanting to take your business to that next stage. And don't let customers hold you back and keep you back. Right, guys, so that's it for tonight's live. If there's no more questions, remember the audio for this video will be available very soon. All my live videos will now have an audio file as well, so you can listen to this while you're cleaning or cooking dinner or drive. But thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Any comments, leave them below. And I will see you in my private Facebook group. Make sure you've joined if you haven't already. Press the button on the top to join the group. See you later. Bye.